for you tonight. We have our regulars with us, Harvey Korman and Vicki Lawrence, and our special guests, and believe me, they are indeed special, are the Smothers brothers and Mr. Telly Savalas. Did y'all have to say anything? We'll turn up the house lights. Anything? Yes?
I read somewhere that your measurements were the same as Cher Bono's, and then I heard somebody say Bob Mackey. Is that true? Because I know Bob Mackey is the same as Cher's.
Bob Mackey's measurement? Cher Bono's?
No, I know Bob Mackey does both.
Oh.
Cher and
My measurement's the same as Cher's.
Right.
No, mine are the same as Sonny's. Yes.
People mistake you for Raquel Welch.
Oh, dozens. All the time. Even Raquel. She thinks she's looking in a mirror when she runs into me. That's why she's out to here and I'm into here. You know. She hit me very hard one day. Oh, she's not so hot, you know. You take away the body and what have you got? Beautiful face. Take away that, nothing. You know, nice personality. Take away that, zilch. Yes.
Where's Ernie Anderson?
Ernie Anderson is on our show tonight. He plays a doctor in a sketch. You'll see him. Usually he's a policeman, but tonight he's a doctor. You'll see him. Unless we put him in a cop's uniform coming into the hospital sketch. Are you a friend of Ernie's? No. Okay. Uh-huh.
Did Telly Savalas bring any baklava?
Did Telly bring any baklava? I shall ask him. Isn't that something? You know, the ladies here at CBS have been coming out of the woodwork to see Telly Savalas all this week, all the secretaries and everything, because they've got crushes on him. You're the only one that asked for his baklava. You're from Tampa, Florida, the city of the baklava. Yes. Okay, we've got a big show, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
Burnett Show. With Harvey Korman.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Smothers brothers.
Do you happen to know of a maiden in need of a sweetheart? Here's one who is anxious. It's a shame that a handsome young fellow like me should be left whilst the nightingale sings in the tree. It's a shame that a handsome young fellow like me should be left whilst the nightingale sings in the tree. You didn't come in.
I wasn't supposed to come in.
Well, I know you weren't supposed to come in.
Okay.
But you didn't.
I wasn't supposed to come in.
I know, Tommy. You understand, this is a duet, and if you didn't come in, I can't sing a duet by myself. So I'd appreciate it if you would sing the song.
I don't know the words. That shut your water off. If I don't know the words, I don't sing the song. If I don't know the notes, I don't play the tune. If I don't have the hat, I don't wear the hat. If I don't have the gloves, I don't wear the hands. If I don't have the shoes, I don't wear the feet.
I understand. That's a great philosophy. Is that what you said?
I said that's the way I run my life.
That's a good way to run your life, and I think we should all learn from that. If you don't know something, you shouldn't try to do it, and then maybe cause havoc. But see, this is a song that you don't need to know the words, so you can sing it without any foreknowledge. Does that sound strange?
No, not at all.
You see, this song's unusual in the fact that it's a madrigal. And madrigal songs have been with us, for almost 600 years now. People have been singing consistently madrigal songs. And do you know why they've been singing madrigal songs for almost 600 years?
Do you? I'd say political pressure.
Yeah, it figures. You know, I was interested in madrigal songs, so I looked up in the encyclopedia, and it said madrigal songs, first sung in the 14th century.
Mando la porta.
What does that mean?
Eat the door. I don't get to use it very often. It's always effective. A lot of eating doors around.
All right, and it went on to say that these madrigal songs sung in Italy were so popular, soon everyone in Europe was trying to sing madrigal songs. But the main point is that during that period of European history, 14th, say, through 17th centuries, most of the Europeans were illiterate. They were uneducated. You know, they couldn't read either. But they wanted to sing. So what they had to do was make up a sound to fill up the spaces in the music where they couldn't read the words. And the sound soon became standardized and soon became known as simply fa-la-la-la. That's why so many madrigal songs today have fa-la-la-la-la-la-la.
I've heard that said before. That rings a bell with me, too, because I heard that. What he said was, it sounded valid because I heard that before somewhere along the line. If they couldn't read the words, they'd do fa-la-la. Whenever the words they couldn't read, like in that Christmas card, Dig the Balls with Boughs of Holly, for example. Fa-la-la-la-la is an example of one of the songs.
Yeah, that's Deck the Halls. Deck the Halls. Fa-la-la-la-la.
Faith.
Must have a bigger religion, too, I think, Tony. But anyway, I would like you to sing the fa-la-las because you don't have to know the words to sing them. See the point of the whole dissertation?
That's okay. I'll do fa-la-la.
It's okay?
No.
It's all right. Second verse. The time it is short, there is none I can spare. The nightingale's song through the night in the air. Don't you think, dearest maiden, you better agree to make love whilst the nightingale sings in the tree? La 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 la, chirp chirp.
That's the sound of a nightingale. There's a big nightingale.
I didn't ask for a nightingale.
Couldn't read either.
But I didn't ask for one.
What'd you ask for?
Fa-la-la.
What'd you?
La plus a nightingale.
You got a bonus.
I don't want a bonus, Tommy. You got to think of this song as more sensitive. It's a love song. You see, it's a love song, and you did it as a marching song. You did this with profundo.
I did it.
Profundo fa-la-las.
Cazzoloni fa-la-la.
I didn't. That's fine, but I wanted light and delicate fa-la-las.
Then you should say, if you want, you should specify. Here's a perfect example, I think, in life. Right now, I'd like to step out of character for just a minute. Here's an example of people who, when you specify, you said fa-la-la, and then I did the fa-la-las, and then my brother didn't say what kind of fa-la-las, and he complained about them. Isn't that the case oftentimes in life as we wander through? People jump on us when they ask for something.
That's right, and I'm at fault. I did not specify. I expected what I interpreted to be the true fa-la-la, and you did what you thought.
Then why don't you resign? Or do you want me to do different fa-la-las?
I'd rather continue and have you do light, delicate fa-la-las.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
Counterpoint fa-la-las.
Fine. Third verse. In the woods and the meadow, beneath the pale moon, every lad and his lass make the most of the June. Dearest maiden, we better agree. Make love whilst the nightingale sings in the tree.
Dearest maiden, you better agree. When there's two in the bush, there's a bird up your tree. Bird up your tree.
All these questions, doctor, but I never ever been in a hospital before. I never even been sick before.
Mr. Harper, relax. You're much too apprehensive over a little minor surgery.
Will there be much pain? I don't like pain. I used to like pain, but now I don't like it anymore. I have a lot of fun with it, but I mean...
No, there'll just be a little discomfort afterwards, but a few pills will take care of that. Why, we'll have you up on your feet in no time.
Oh, good. I'll be glad, because I hate to see... I have some customers. If I don't show up, I'll have some unhappy customers. I don't ride out there quick.
Oh, now you be sure and get a good night's sleep, and I'll meet you in surgery at 7 o'clock in the morning, sharp. In a few weeks, you're going to feel like dancing on a cloud. Oh, incidentally, you have some visitors outside waiting to see you.
Who's the visitors?
Your sister, I believe, and...
I just as soon... I don't... Dr. Cooper, please, I don't want to... Tell him that I died.
Nonsense.
Well, then tell him I'm contagious after I die.
Well, this is going to be the best thing in the world for you. Our patient is ready to entertain.
Where is my baby brother? Oh, there you are, Jack. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, how are you, darling? Let me look at you. Stick out your tongue. Let me see how you look. Oh, you look just awful. But I mean, who wouldn't if they were about to go under the knife in a few hours? Oh, honey, aren't you just scared to death?
Look, Eunice, it's really great to see you.
Oh, nonsense, sweetheart. What is a big sister for if she can't come around and cheer you?
Indeed, Eunice. You see, the doctor said just minor surgery.
No surgery is minor, Jack. No surgery is minor. I mean, once they get in there and cut, that's not minor. I mean, that's major surgery, Jack. Well, it's just that I never would have forgiven myself if I hadn't come here today and seen you, and just in case you know. Ed, get in here. Ed's out in the hall holding his head. You know how sick hospitals make him. Get him right sick to his stomach. Ed, get in here. Jack, would you happen to have one of them sick bags around here for Ed just in case? Oh, thank you, darling. Here, Ed. Use this.
You can use the bathroom over there, Ed.
Oh, honey, I don't think he could make it. Oh, don't you worry about it. It's just the first few sickening smells of the hospital that get to him. He'll be all right in no time. He's such a big pansy.
Perfectly all right, Eunice. Well, how you doing, Jackie boy? How's business?
Well, I haven't been doing so much selling since I've been in here.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
But I tell you something, I wouldn't let it slide too long. Yeah. You'll lose your customers, and before you know it, your whole business will be shot to hell.
Well, I'm not really too worried there, Ed, because Dr. Cooper, he says I'll be up and around, be dancing on a cloud just like that.
Dancing on the cloud? Hey, there's two ways to take that, huh?
Fantastic.
Oh, just kidding around, Uni. Seriously, though, Jackie, I wouldn't count on getting complete control of your body for at least 2-3 months after this.
Complete control of my body?
Yeah, sure. You know, Mickey Hart had an uncle that never regained the use of his muscles after his surgery.
There you go again, always talking about Mickey Hart, Mickey Hart, Mickey Hart. What does he know anyway? Don't you worry about him, Jack. Mickey Hart flunked the 7th grade twice.
Do you think we could get through one day without you raking poor Mickey Hart over the coals?
Well, you brought him up. Mickey Hart, that's Ed's so-called business partner at the hardware store. You little nitwit.
What about the use of my body?
He's got good ideas, Eunice. Now, who do you think thought of moving those colored thumbtacks from the bottom of the tack counter up to the top? Well, they're selling like hotcakes now that everybody can see them.
Big deal. So Mickey Hart brought in 75 cents extra to your store this year. I suppose that makes up for the fact that he practically drives the customers out of your store.
Oh, yeah. Now, how does he do that?
He picks his teeth, and he smokes them foul cigars, and he practically to you, Jack. I mean, does all that kind of action make up for the fact that he sold a few dumb thumbtacks, huh?
Well, it's really not my field, Eunice.
You never would back me up in anything, would you? Even when we was kids. You know, you've been real testy ever since I came in here. Sure be glad to get out of here once Mama gets up here.
Mama?
Oh, shoot. I wasn't supposed to tell you came with us. It's a surprise. She's down in the gift shop picking up a little something for you. Now, you act surprised when she gets in here or I'm going to catch you. Here, let me help you here. There. Now, you comfy?
I was.
What's crispy stuff.
I had some tapioca I didn't eat for dinner, and I didn't finish it for dinner.
Well, aren't you gonna finish it?
No.
It's not bad. A little runny. Ain't bad. You want some, Ed? Now that is a very good sign. He'll be like new in a minute.
Hi, Mama.
Eunice spoke nice here, didn't she?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose my little present spoiled then, too. I'm sure she told you about that. Father always called her blabbermouth, and that's just what she is. Here it is for what it's worth.
What is it, Mama?
Well, it's a little puzzle, see. The lady down the gift shop said it was just great for shut-ins. Supposed to get these little BBs from this corner over here down into here or something. I don't know. You work on it.
Well, I just don't feel like concentrating on it right now, Mama.
But then just put it aside. No law says you gotta appreciate every little gift I bring you. You never did play with that erector set I gave you for your 10th birthday.
Gee, Ma, I don't want to talk about that rector set now.
Look just awful, Jack. Your skin's all yellow. Besides that, you need a haircut.
Well, for Pete's sakes, Mama, how in the hell is he supposed to look? How do you think you'd look if you were going under the knife in a few hours?
For your information, I may be going under the knife a lot sooner than everybody thinks.
Oh.
I've been having horrible pains right here. I just know I'm going to have my appendix out.
Mama, your appendix is on your right side.
Well, then I got something worse. All I know is you're not going to have your mama to kick around much longer.
You? You're as healthy as a horse.
Don't you worry about a thing, Jackie. Your mama's going to stay alive just until you get better.
Well, don't...
That Dr. Cooper of yours does a good job on you. I might let him work on me. Does he know what he's doing?
Well, he sure says he knows what he's doing, that Dr. Cooper.
Some people think he's a quack.
Who says that, Eunice? Who says he's a quack?
Well, I heard he's a butcher.
Eunice, now you got poor Jack all upset. You know, you got a built-in talent for saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. Sometimes I don't even know how you got the nerve to go out in public.
What? Excuse me for a living. Ed, you get out of there. I don't care if you're finished growing up or not. We're going home.
I should have known when you offered to pick me up this morning you'd pull a stunt like this. Well, there are plenty of other ways for me to get home. Jack, will you give me $5 for a taxi?
Sure, Mama. What about that Dr. Cooper being a quack?
I don't want you to listen to a word that Eunice says. You know as well as I do. All she does is sit around all day long, read those damn movie magazines of hers, and talk to those trashy neighbors of hers. There's not a thing she could possibly heard about Dr. Cooper that could be true.
Oh, is that so, Mama? Well, I heard it straight from Ira Hawkins' cousin. And Ira Hawkins' cousin told me that Ira Hawkins checked into this very same room, Jack, and he had your Dr. Cooper. And your Dr. Cooper was supposed to perform a simple little old tonsillectomy, and you know what he did to Ira Hawkins? He cut his tongue right out. Ira Hawkins can't even talk.
Oh, my God.
I wouldn't worry about it none, Jack. Ira Hawkins never did say anything worth listening to anyway.
Mama, you're gushing.
A fine way to visit your brother-in-law with your head in the toilet.
Look, I don't have to take that. Now, this is the thanks I get for closing the store early and driving clear across town, huh?
That's right.
Please just calm down. We're standing here arguing. Here's poor Jackie practically standing at death's door. Darling Angel, before we scoot along, are there any formalities or any loose ends at all that you'd like for us to clear up for you? Have you got all your papers in order and everything?
Papers? What kind? Well, I didn't think that was necessary. I got just a minor operation.
Of course it's minor. Of course it is. But, you know, it's just for the reassurance of it all, the peace of mind. I mean, that's why people make out wills, isn't it? Sure. Doesn't mean they're going to die tomorrow.
Yeah, but you never know, Jack. Hell, the anesthetic alone has killed lots of people.
Well, I really don't think I got anything to worry about. Besides, I left everything to Janie and the kids.
Well, not everything, I hope.
About everything.
Well, there are a few things of mine that I'd like to get back out of that house of yours.
A few things of mine in that house of his, too, Mama. You know, Grandma always meant for me to have that silver. Now, listen here, Jack. If and when you should talk to that wife of yours before you go into the night, would you please remind her that Grandma always meant for me to have that silver?
Sure, I'll have Janie bring it to the funeral.
What vulture are you, anyway? Grabbing up your brother's belongings before he's even gone.
That silverware is mine by rights, Mama. And you know as well as I do that before Jack is even cold in his grave, that wife of his, Janie, is liable to run off and marry that plumber she's been carrying on with for all these years. And then my silver will be gone forever.
Eunice, you shut your mouth.
Eunice, who's that plumber you
She
talking
had a woman she's been...
Jack, I just remember that wonderful fishing trip we went on together? Remember we had that fun time and I was always admiring that casting rod of yours?
What about that plumber?
There's nobody's going to take care of that rod.
Don't
better
you
than me.
dare give him that casting rod. He ain't home enough as it is.
I think we better just be running along, kids.
You're
I mean,
right,
poor
Mama.
Jack's got an operation first thing in the morning. He's going to be on the phone half the night as it is with all he's got to talk to Janie about.
Yeah.
We'll come by first thing in the morning, darling.
What about that plumber?
Come on, boy. Take care of yourself.
Goodbye, darling. You're going to be all right, you hear? You're going to be just fine. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you forget about my silver. Imagine asking him for that casting rod. You go fishing like he does, and I'll get me a fella on the side like Janie.
Yeah, you just try it, Eunice. Come on, get going. You just try that.
Janie? This is your dead husband. Now what about that plumber?
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Telly Savalas.
The kitchen drawers still overflow with these birthday cards from long ago. This recipe for homemade pie, she never had the nerve to try. I should throw them all away. But not today. Matchbooks from our favorite place, this China doll, broken face. Pickle bottles filled with plants, this cuckoo clock we bought in France. The memories I'll never lose. 1,000 things I'll never use. I should throw them all away. But
in the bedroom, there's a touch of roses in the air. But when I turn to find her, she's never really there. It must have been the perfume, the one she used to wear.
House and Garden magazines and these half-filled jars of jelly beans. Coney Island souvenirs. Music box that no one hears. Umbrella broken in the hall. Oh, yeah. And this pillow from Niagara Falls. They should be thrown away. But not today. You know, of all the things I thought she'd take, that bride and groom from the wedding cake. I guess she didn't really care. She left them there to sit and stare like me. They have no tears to cry, just dreams grown old and left to die. They should be thrown away. But not today.
In the bedroom, there's a touch of roses in the air. But when I turn to find her, she's never really there. It must have been the perfume, the one she used to wear.
And now, back for the second half of the Carol Burnett Show.
Hello, Reynolds. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I've been up to my ears.
It's all right. Bring Mr. Marsh a Manhattan. Not too sweet and straight up,
Thank you. You can't imagine all the details you have to take care of when you're merging. New furniture, new stationery. I mean, it's practically like a whole new life. Listen, Reynolds, are you sure we're doing the right thing, my moving into your offices?
Look, Marsh, I've done a lot of thinking. And well, I'm going to be blunt. The merger is off.
Just like that?
Please. Marsh, let's not have a scene.
Yeah, but I told everybody we're merging. My vice president, my secretary, the washroom attendant. I mean, how do you expect me to face people?
Well, tell them it was your decision. Tell them you turned me down.
But I'll know the truth. What do I say to myself during those still small hours of the night when I'm all alone? That my company wasn't good enough to merge?
It's not that way, Marsh. It's just that, well, we're not right for each other.
But it seems so right. Consolidated soup and amalgamated nuts. It just was so right.
Well, it did on paper. On paper, it's an ideal merger, but there are other things besides paper.
Reynolds, please, I know we can make a go of it.
You're making it very difficult.
I'm making it difficult.
Please, Marsh, people are beginning to stare.
I'm sorry. Tell me the truth, Reynolds. There's another company, isn't there? I knew it. It's Simpkins, isn't it?
How did you know?
Do you think I'm blind? Don't you think I noticed his annual report lying innocently on your desk? Or heard the rumors about a certain nuts tycoon seen lunching with the Bolts executive? As far as those weekend yacht trips together, they're common knowledge.
You're making it sound so cheap.
All right, Reynolds. What does General Bolts have that I don't?
Nothing. Nothing. You've got a perfect company.
No, come on, tell me. I can take the truth. What is it? What's wrong? Is it my price-earnings ratio?
No, it's nothing like that. Look, Marsh, I know how you feel. But you'll get over it. There'll be another company.
But it won't be the same.
What's the matter now?
Listen. So like you. The song they were playing the night you proposed our merger. Don't you remember? We were up in the Rainbow Room. The city spread out before us like a carpet of lights. And through your cigar smoke, you looked me straight in the eye and said, "Let's merge." I said yes. Evidently, I said it too quickly. You must have thought I was easy.
Never.
Oh, come on. Don't fool me. I've heard the talk. Marsh is going bankrupt. He's an easy merger.
I never thought of you that way, Marsh.
No?
No. I've always respected your company.
What did Hayworth tell you about my company?
Nothing. I never discussed your company with Hayworth. Why? What was there to tell?
Nothing.
Oh, I know this is rough on you.
Yeah.
You know, but it hasn't been easy for me. Sneaking around to these secret meeting places, using assumed names.
You're the one that didn't want the Justice Department to know.
I know. Look, can we let just bygones be bygones? All right, so we don't merge. We can still do business together, can't we?
What kind of a company do you think I run?
Well, I didn't mean it that way.
No, of course you didn't.
Look, we did make some deals.
Yes, but only because you promised we'd merge. If I'd known it was going to turn out this way, I would have never let you into my corporate bonds.
You know that as much as I did.
I know. But I gave you something I never gave anyone else. My debentures.
I know. And I respect you for it.
Well, then why? Why?
Please, Marsh, let's not spoil it.
Me? I'm not spoiling it, you are. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you the truth. I never really cared for your company. You're not the only pebble on the big board. There's something else. All the while we were discussing merger, I was making deals with other companies.
Please, Marsh, don't.
Yeah, I spoke to a lot of companies. I entered AT&C, JR of R&D.
J&R, no.
Yes, JR. I made lots of deals with them. Three little deals. And you know what I let him do? I let him handle my stock options. Do you really?
Yes. So please don't cheat with that. Because I don't want to. I want to remember the good times.
All right. All right.
You want me to have my chauffeur drive you home?
No, I'd rather be alone. Well, goodbye, Paul.
Hello, Simpkins.
I waited 10 minutes.
I'm sorry. It wasn't as easy as I thought it would be.
What wasn't?
Well, I told you about it last night, how I'd get rid of Marsh so I could be free to talk to you when I'm free. I'm free.
Well, look, Reynolds, I've given it a lot of thought. The merger is off.
Just like that.
Time once again for the 8th Annual Carol Burnett Show Awards for the most unforgettable television commercials of the year.
Oh, excuse me, madam. Come right over here. Now, which one of these 3 teaspoons of coffee looks the richest? Could you tell us which one looks the richest? Yes.
That one.
Ah, you've chosen Bulgers. Now, would you like to taste it?
Oh,
Yes, just taste it. Got a surprise for you. There you go. Now, would you say that coffee tastes as rich as it looks?
It's very good.
Yeah, but would you say that it tastes as rich as it looks?
I recommend it. It's delicious.
But would you say it... Just say it tastes as rich as it looks.
Well, okay.
Well, say it.
I agree.
No, say it, darn you, say it!
It tastes as rich as it looks. It tastes as rich as it looks. It tastes as rich as it looks. Just leave me alone. Get off my
unsolicited testimonial.
Diet Pepsi has just 1 calorie. We got that number, it's 1. Yes, try Diet Pepsi with 1 calorie. We've got your number, it's 1.
Hi. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing all these bandages. Well, I'm about to prove to you that Curates keep their sticking power right through this steaming hot shower. Oh, are you doing a Curate commercial too?
No, I'm an advertising executive. I had to tell Morris the cat he's been canceled.
Hi, I'm the man from Pepto-Dismal. Do you mind if I talk to you about diarrhea?
Yeah, I mind.
Well, then, can I speak to you about snow tires?
Hi, do you know what happened on September 4th, 1969? Well, that's the day I gave up using soap and started using Zesty. Actually, I haven't used soap for over 5 years.
You can be cleaning house, cheerful, happy, content. But when sinus headaches strike, why let it get you down? For those things, take Steinoff tablets. Algiers, where the blue Mediterranean meets the blazing North African desert, and the modern world collides with the ancient past. On the heights of this mysterious city lies a native quarter known as the Casbah, hideout for drifters, outcast criminals, and no-good-nicks from all parts of the world. Its population includes many tribes and races who find refuge among their own kind. All scoffing at the police who find it difficult to enter the Casbah and capture anybody in the strange labyrinth of tiny courtyards, twisting streets, narrow alleys, winding terraces, illegal cul-de-sac, sort of outcast. One criminal stands alone, the notorious international jewel thief, Poopy Lamoko.
I'm bored here in the Casbah. I miss my Paris. Here, there's no excitement, no Eiffel Tower, no Champs-Élysées. And what's even worse, there's no woman.
Am I not a woman, Poopy?
Here you are a woman. In Paris, you are not even a file cabinet. My old nemesis, Inspector Tomaine. Still trying to catch the hound.
If I so desired, I could arrest you now, Poopy.
For what?
For what? In Algiers, it is illegal to make out on a Tuesday.
Tomaine, as long as I remain in the Casbah, no one can pinch me.
I shall be patient, Poopy. One day, something or someone will make you leave.
I don't make the mistake.
You have two weaknesses, Poopy. Expensive jewelry and beautiful women. And here's is the whole ball of wax.
For the first time in 4 years, the woman's has come to the Casbah. You are the most beautiful girl I have ever seen.
I know.
But tell me, what?
I am on a world tour. I have visited 17 countries in 14 days. Tomorrow I see Philadelphia. Twice.
Are you not afraid to be here alone?
Of course not. I live for excitement. I live for romance. I live for laughs.
Perhaps I'd better introduce myself. It will be good for you to know the name of the man who's about to make love to you. I am Pupi Lamoko. Pupi Lamoko.
Oh, yes, of course. I have heard of you. The famous international jewel thief, Pupi Lamoko.
Are you not afraid I will steal your jewels?
Me? Afraid? You make me laugh, ha-ha. Afraid you will steal my expensive earrings?
Oh.
Afraid you will steal my beautiful bracelet?
Oh.
Afraid you will steal this little ring? World's Fair. I told you I live for laughs.
I love the woman with spirit.
Poopy, you would take this tourist over me? Take away her glitter, her jewels, her beauty. And what have you got?
You.
Too rough. All right, Poopy, I'm going. But when you leave the Casbah and are killed by the police in the streets, don't come crying to me.
Please excuse the outburst from that hysterical filing cabinet and continue destroying him with your beauty.
Yes, she has a certain beauty. But beauty is not enough to destroy me, Ptolemy.
Much expensive jewelry on what human woman?
I have seen better jewelry.
And how about this? I understand you're both from Paris.
You are from Paris?
My, oh yes. Big P, little A, double R-I-S.
That spells Paris. Oh, how homesick I am for you.
A bus leaving for Philadelphia, Scranton, Philadelphia again, and Paris.
That is my bus, Cupid. Come with me from the Casbah.
But I cannot leave the Casbah.
If you love me, you will leave the Casbah. So.
Yes, you are right. I'm being selfish. Let's hurry. Maybe we can sneak out of here without Ptolemy noticing.
Why do we have to sneak out? Why don't we just walk out?
Oh, Ptolemy is too clever for that. Walking out, he will alert the gendarme outside the Casbah, but we may be able to fool him.
How?
If we... You ready? Dance out.
You never had a chance. Well, I shall see you get a special commendation for this, Inspector.
Thank you.
Inspector, you lousy cop, you tricked me.
Yes, that's right, Cupid. I am a phony. You see this diamond bracelet? It's a fake. You see this necklace? It's a fake, too. You see this ring?
Yeah.
Ha-ha, I got you again.
I shall miss you, Pimpy.
You can't get rid of me that easy. I shall come back in another life. Only next time, I'll be on the right side of the law. I'll be a cop, a detective maybe. In New York, I'll be the smartest detective in the world, and I'll wear the expensive suits. And I'll suck the lollipop. And I'll call myself Barnaby Jones.
Remember, pollution is a dirty word, so let's do away with it. I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. Good night.
Preceding program was recorded before a live audience.